Because one point of it is a seventh question, but it's not really a question. It's
extra credit. Okay.
Hello, my name is Nana Quinn. I will be talking to you about North Korea. This is the flag of North Korea. The West Star represents communism. Communism means the government controls everything. They speak Korean in Korea. There are 22 million people there. The U.S. has 14 times more people. Here is the United States. This is Korea. If you put Korea in the United States. You could fit 80 North Koreas in Korea. Korea is very small. North Korea. There was a war called the Korean War in 1950. It split in North Korea and South Korea. There wasn't always North Korea and South Korea. There used to be a Korea. The U.S. fought in the Korean War. They tried keeping North Korea and South Korea together, but we couldn't. We have 30,000 troops. Let's talk about South Korea. South Korea is like the U.S. They're a democracy. They have freedom. They elect their officials. They get to pick their own jobs. North Korea is run by a dictator. The dictator controls everything. And in North Korea is communism. Communism means the government controls everything. All their names started with Kim. It went grandpa, father, son. Wait, now we are at the son part. That is our dictator. We have had 3 so far. In North Korea, you cannot travel. You cannot pick your own job. You cannot go in North Korea or out. The government controls everything. If you lived in North Korea, you would live 10 years less in life. You would make 77% less money. That means if one person in the U.S. made $100, in North Korea you would make 3. People are starving there. South Koreans and North Koreans are the same people, but North Koreans are 3 inches shorter because of their lack of food. Is anybody wondering how long it would take to get to North Korea from Washington, D.C.? It would take 14.5 hours to fly to North Korea from the U.S. But we cannot go to North Korea because nobody can go in or out. But we can go to South Korea because it is like the U.S. And that ends my presentation. Thank you for listening. That isn't the end.
Give her a round of
the
applause. Okay, now
Now, here's the bonus. I told you it's not food.
He said it. He said it.
Would you like help?
No, it isn't. It's a picture of Korea at night.
If it's the same temperature, mine is black. Mine's 2006. You don't have it. Oh, 2001 September 2000.
Back to the ones in the back.
September 21, 2003. I wasn't born in 2003.
Explain what they are.
No, I was born in 2003. Justin, wait a minute. This way.
Yes, this one I know is there.
I can see it. Korea. Oh, that's Korea. This is China, Daddy. This is north. This is south. This is south. No, it's not facing south. It's facing north.
Okay, listen up.
Okay, does everybody have a card? Raise your hand if you don't have a card. Okay. This is Korea at night. Everybody look at your picture. This is Korea at night. One side is rich, one side is poor. One side is free, one side is controlled. One side is a democracy, one side is communism. Which is North Korea? This is going to be unexpected, but Maddox's mom.
This is unexpected. Which side is which?
North Korea.
South Korea's all right.
Yes.
The dark part is north.
Mm. Yes, that is true. Guess why South Korea is lighted up? Maddie asked.
Because they have been surviving and they have their freedom and they have things and everything.
Yes, and because there's booming lights. Not a lot of people in North Korea have electricity. You can see and you can mostly only see one dot of electricity. Okay. Now who's ready for some questions? Okay, let's do this. And by the way, you get to keep those pictures.
Okay, listen for your questions.
Where would you like to live in North Korea or the U.S. and why? It's fun.
U.S. because it has freedom and North Korea no because it's like if you can't come in so you can't even live there. Only if you're born there you can live there.
Yeah. Last night, my brother, I asked my brother that question, and he said to go to North Korea. And I said, then call North Korea on the phone, and he was actually right. Who would like to live in North Korea? Really? You will.
I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna answer you. The dictator.
Then of course the dictator.
I want to be there, but I can't go there.
What are some things you are not allowed to do in North Korea? Miss White.
Vote.
That wasn't on my card, and I don't know. A teeth.
You can't go in or out.
That is correct. When was the war that split in North Korea and South Korea? Maria.
1950.
1950, yes, you got it.
Oh.
Where would you like to live, North Korea or the U.S.? Oh, wait, I said that question. The bonus was that question. Thank you for listening.